Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a deck called Bahamut, which is all about this singular card right here called Bahamut. Problem is, other than that, it's pretty much an Ugin deck with a lot of control and a lot of control. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, and remember, you can trust me. I'm a trained professional. Doctor, you can't suck it. Yes, thank you. Down for a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You can't suck it. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found on the Aether Hub, posted by MagicDeckAnalisis, called Bahamut. 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 That's the big news that came in, is because I thought Bahamut was a cool card. It's expensive, but if you can slam it out there, he's got some cool stuff going on. It kind of reminds me of like the Brother Wars artifacts, where you're paying like 8 or 9 for something, but man, when they hit hard. Then I ended up playing the deck. It's not really much of a Bahamut deck. So I don't really know why it's called Bahamut, other than the fact that you're just like crossing your fingers and hoping you get him out at some point. It's more like an Ugin white ramp deck. That's what it really is. Still, I liked it. It was good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit how it works, and we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? We got creature kill, card draw, life gain, essentially. Card draw, and at the end, life gain. Ramp, lock down all the little stuff. Puts out a dude, and potentially turns them into flying angels. Board wipes, ramp, creature kill, puts out double dudes, and then make this one put out double dudes, so double duders, and then makes them into flying guys, all your guys into flying guys. So if you get a nice mob going, Stormslayer will basically have the bomb that allows you to kill people on that next turn. This can return a bunch of little stuff from your graveyard to your battlefield. This can kill creatures opponents control, mana value of 3 or greater. Lastly, you got in the big scale, we got Ugin. Whenever a colorless thing comes out, including Ugin itself, then you get to exile a target colorless spell. Other than that, you can use it to draw cards and gain life or be mana full, that kind of stuff. If you get it to 11, you can, really when it gets up to at least 12, you can do the 11 points to go get any number of colorless non-land cards out of your library and drop them into the battlefield, which will then trigger off the exile effect that many times. And we got lots of them out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4 more. So if you don't have them played, you got like 10 right there. Bahamut's colorless, so you can just pop it out straight up too, and then just exile your opponent's side. What does Bahamut do? When it comes out for the first 2 rounds, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. You just start going to town on people's stuff. Turn 3, you get to draw 2 cards. Turn 4, Mega Flare. This creature deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents you control to each opponent. I'd love to see that. I've never seen it before. Mega Flare would be super cool, because you got at least 9 in Bahamut alone. Let alone if you had Ugin out, that would be like 16. Ooh, Mana Flare would be kick ass. All right, so we got Blast Zone for hoping to wipe a little board, a little bit more control, and Fish Generators. And what's the planes in there for? It's for lay down arms, because you can exile target creature with mana value less than or equal to the total number of planes you control. So the more you have here, the better off this card's going to be. All right, so that's it. What are we going to do? We're going to control the board. We're going to ramp our ways up, try to get out Ugin as soon as we can, build it up, and then destroy the opponent's board with the Super Saiyan ability, bringing out Bahamut, and just going nuts on people. All right, that's it. That's how we're going to do it. So before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. Alright, we're playing against NaughtyyNick. NaughtyyNick. Control, card draw. Let's pound that out while we have the opportunity. No, little bird, you are not getting big on me. I'm looking for mana. No, I don't want that. It sounds great, but I need another real mana is the problem. It just gives me a turn of not doing anything. He's trying to pump. He's going landfall birds on me. Well, that's not going to help too much. Let's just let this go. We can scry ahead on this on his turn. I'm going to have to use the Get Lost to kill the birds. That's funny that we can't get a fourth mana. Alright, slapped it down. That creature protection, he does. I can't do anything about it. All I could do is just look at the future and wish that I had another mana. All right, great. My inability, there's my fourth stinky mana. Come on, man. And it cost me ward 2, so I can't do anything about it. All I can do is pop this and grab some more life. All right, next turn I can kill it. But yeah, I'm just really behind because I couldn't get that fourth mana till whatever, turn 4 billion. Alright, gone. And to get a card back. Ooh, let's look at the future. Sure. Unfortunately, I got 9 life, and I got to put up with whatever's going on now. Down to 8. Counting down. All right, there you go. Land up. All right, so 4. If I put this out, I can't do anything else. I got to just suck it up. Let's just look at the future. What do we got? Yeah, growing land is the best way to get where I want to go. This thing's not going to die. I shall exile it. No, well, not. I'll just. Guess I won't. I'll just do this instead. Pump. You get to explore. Good for you. All right, so I just need 2, which if I do this, I won't have. So I got to just let it go. Let's look at the future again. Fine. I guess we just have to sit there and pick things off at little tiny bits until we finally can climb up there. 4, 5. I got enough with the Hedron to put out Ugin. I just have 6 life. I gotta be really protective here. Keep wasting it. All right, there we go. Beauty. All right, we will just peek at the future. Gains more life. Beautiful. That is great. And another one. Sure. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're good. We can get lost what he's got there. Ugin it on the next turn. What's he got? All right, let's just nuke it while he doesn't have the opportunity. Gone! And no card draw for you, hippie. Oh, that was rough having to pull all that back. I'm starting to see the light of day, though. Is he, like, tethered down to his egg? I'm watching your guy, man. All right, let's get it up. Here we go. All right, we're looking great. We're back above 10. Just trying to pump it. A lot of things that are 3 or less in here. What can I bring back here? It would just be the instant ramen noodles. That's dumb. All right, let's mana up. Let's just see if we can pull here. I'm going to go ahead and go out for Archangel. Put out a baby. Irencrag. Kill it. Nicely done, Irencrag. And we win! Boom, boom, boom! Goes the room. Victory! Alright, we are playing against Kryogenyc. Genyc. No, Chocobo. Alright, draw me a card. Do a diddle dance. Get down tonight. Okay, Red Zin can take out FOMO here in a second. And that's what we'll do. What does this person do? Wong. Exile. I know that wasn't the most pleasant thing in the world for you. That's Irencrag. That leaves us with 2, which is another Ride's End. I got tons of mana. I can always pop open this guy to pull my 3 life. Alright, come at me, brah. Oh, I thought there'd be 4 mana involved here. Somehow, I guess that's only a single mana, not 2. Alright, that makes sense. So we got 6 popping out. The Hedron. That means we can get to Ugin here in a second. Alright, well, hopefully we can use Ugin to start controlling the board. He's got a lot of cards. I'm kind of worried about that. Wonk. Alright, so we can use Ugin to get to 3 mana on top of the 5, makes 8. We need to get a 9th mana. There it is. Alright, we could pop out Bahamut in the next turn. I think that gives us the ability to kill 2 non-colorless things. Well, like Yuna right there. So I think I need more mana for that, if that's the case. Well, I'll just... Fine, we'll do what we do. That's rough. What is that thing? It's Day of Judgment. Let's just do that. Is he indestructible? He's indestructible. Alright, whatever. We can just jump, I suspect. What's he doing with that all the time? That's just nuts. What do we do here? Is it just destroy? Okay, that's not going to do anything. It's indestructible. You are also a... That's exile when target permanent. That's okay. We need to lay something out. That's what we got to do. All right, Chumpy Chumperstein. Prepare. If you can eliminate my fish, you have free reign to go in after Ugin there. Seven, 8, 9. I got tons of mana just in the mana that I have. Alright, Kryogenyc is a fish. Look out, he's coming right at you. There you go. Well, you earned it. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got tons of mana. I don't even need to use Ugin for this. Let's go, Sophie. I mean, I could have activated Ugin at 11. I could have dropped a bunch of artifacts, and I could have eliminated his entire force. That would have been great. Now we're just going to have to do it slow and burdensome. Man, you're just the devil. What do I got left here? I got 1, 2, 3. I could do it. I could put out the Elspeth. Ooh, mana. Rough. Well, we got another one, right? We got 26 mana in here. Apparently too much. That's the way it feels sometimes. Alright, now you're facing down 2 planeswalkers, and you don't like that very much. Unless you got good stuff in your hand, you really can't take them out. And best case scenario, you'll be able to take out 1, but not 2. Let's just take that guy out. He's fine. All right, let's go full on Bahamut. Kill. Kill. Put a couple guys out. Gain some life. Draw a card. And we have the ability to fish if we need to. All right, there we go. I mean, you got, what is it? You got 10 points of little dudes right there. That is nasty. What do we get next turn? Draw 2 cards. All right. Fish? No, apparently not fish. Pass the blockers. All right, he's doing what he does best. Should we get lost some stuff? Let's see what we can do here. Let's put out some more chumps. Chumps is chumps chump. And gain life, gain loyalty, and bump some stuff. Another Hedron. Get rid of it. Let's go ahead and draw some more cards, as one does. Ooh, that is delightful. Should we just go for that? What are we going to lose if we do that? There we go. That's looking so much better at this point. All right. As long as you guys have haste, we're looking pretty good. We still have Get Lost as well. More Storm Slayers. I think we're holding it together. Ooh, does he take out Ugin in this time? That's too bad. You got something to protect it with? Maybe he didn't need to do that. Bahamut would be able to just kill it, then I wouldn't need to have wasted my mana on that. Oh, that is bad. Well, everything we had that was awesome is gone. How the tables have turned. Oh, another one. Excellent. And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. We got Ugins for days. Ugins for days. We're playing against garbielbnu. Because no Gnus is better than some Bnus. Keep. Alright, what do we got? 4. This will be a 2 if he starts attacking me. Last zone could be cool. What's he got up there? There we go. That's where we need to be at. I'm surprised you didn't put out the Selesnya at that point. You could have been pumped by that extra life gain right there. All right. I just think I want to do Rides In. I don't think I'm really riding. If I put this out, I'll have to take more hits, and he could potentially kill me. So let's just let it go. With a good aggro deck, they could kill you straight up with just on turn whatever we're at here. He's out of mana. I don't know, I'll just kill it, as one does. Alright, what do we got? 5. Let's just pop it down. I could have put out an Archangel. That might have been the better thing to do. See, that's the thing I'm looking to blow away is that. Don't have the mana. Gotta let it happen. Four, 5, 6, 7. I can Ugin it up. And if Ugin can live, then I can Bahamut. Alright, we'll gain life, draw a card, get some loyalty. There we go. Now you just gotta make sure that Ugin lives. Not that I could do anything about it. He doesn't like Ugin being around. Ugin's gonna die. I guess Bahamut's gonna have to be the thing that survives us for it. He just is going crazy on Ugin. I thought, let's see, 5, 6. Oh, I need 9. All right. La la la. La la la. I got a couple of chumps. Let's draw a card. Alright, we're good. You can gain some life potentially. I got 1 chump. Oh, I see. You're not the Storm Slayer. You're just the Archangel who puts out a singleton. Like she owns the place. Alright, so he's going to go up to the Planeswalker again. Alright, Chumpasaurus, there you go. Don't have a counterspell. That would be the stupid, man. Alright, gonna gain some life. Be all tapped out. I mean, the cool thing would be what? Do I need to take out the Storm Chasers? I see you got a man land over there. Yeah, he wants to draw cards. He just wants to keep the engine going. Yoink. And number 2. And we win. Looks like that was his touchy point there. Victory! Alright, we're playing against GoblinPit. Gotta turn off the lights, gotta turn off everything here. It's just a pain in the butt, man. Shut the eyes, tell the Jawas to stop staring at things. Stop it. It's a whole bunch of crap, really. I mean, it's control, but if you don't do anything. And let's instant ramen this place. I'm not a big fan of playing against discard, man. You're really boring me. You think you're going to put a creature out? Is that the deal? Getting a bunch of life. And smoke them. Draw another card, as one does. Alright, there we go. So we could definitely put out a Hedron. He doesn't have enough to really lock down temporarily. We can waste a mana to get some more life. What do we have to do? Attack him with fish here in a second? You ready to do it, Cubert? You ready to lead the charge? Alright, we don't have to. Luckily, we can hold back. Just let Archangel handle it. You have anti-planeswalker in your black heart. Nope, you don't. It's a fish. Anything good in here? Nope, you don't. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. I'm going to hold on to it because there's a lot of good chances for 9 mana if I get a Bahamut or something. And we just win. All right, whatever, man. That's what you get. That's what you get. Victory! We're playing against King Kit the second. I somehow needed to be the third. King Kit the second. I keep trying to say the third. It's like it's like I've ran across this person in a previous life, and I know it needs to be said, and yet it's not. Chokibo, you need to shush it. What are you playing up here? And you like mana, don't you? Should I pin that thing down? Let's do it. Lack of mana is a good way to keep people from being able to do things. Keep it small. Temporary lockdown goes a long way. What's this thing here? Haste. That's a cool card. I've never seen this card, but then again, I really haven't paid that close attention to it. It's a 2 mana, perfect. Don't care. I might have been premature, but I don't know. Perfect. Alright, Storm Slayer can start putting out little dudes. Hopefully he's locked out. Well, I thought he looked at my enchantment, my lockdown. I thought he might be looking to pop it open and get his guys back, and that was going to be bad. In fact, we just win. Boom, boom, goes the room, suck it, King Kit. All right, with a 67% win rate, we have Bahamut, which it's not really Bahamut. There's only one Bahamut in the entire thing. It's not like we have the ability to go search for it or like throw it in the graveyard and pull it back. Literally, it's one out of, you know, like 60 cards we're trying to find. This is an Ugin deck is what it is. It is a full-on Ugin control deck that just happens to have Bahamut in it. Bahamut is pretty awesome though. When he does come out, he's a rock star. He's really awesome. But that's not what this deck is about. Anyways, let's get down to it. So who was the MVP? Who was the MVP of this particular deck? I'm looking. All right, I'm going to give it to Hedron Archive. That's who I'm going to give it to. Because he's the guy that jumps you from 4 to 6. And you can sacrifice it to go and get 2 cards. Yeah, this guy's got so much value. It's really the thing that rockets you up to where suddenly you can pay for Ugin at 7. It's not that bad. You know, you're choking at like 3 mana, 4 mana. All of a sudden, Hedron Archive comes out. You're up to 6. You just need 1 more mana from someplace. And then Ugin is well within the range. Once you have Ugin, you can play Bahamut. Now, Bahamut, that's the only thing is that, you know, you just have to find the card. But if you have it, and you got Ugin out, you know, you pretty much can do it. Because you've already been able to pay 7. Ugin give you an additional 3. 9's well within reach. So this thing's got a ramp to it. If anything, this is actually like a white ramp deck. I mean, it's... Where does that come from? It comes from the Irencrag. It comes from the Hedron Archive. And then it comes into Ugin. All right, so... yeah, I'm going to give it to Hedron Archive. You are today's most valuable player. Congratulations, weird mana thing. You are going to Disneyland. All right, was this deck competitive? Yeah, 67% is perfectly a reasonable deck. I thought this thing was right there in the Platinum Mythic level as far as how good of a deck it was. You know, it lost sometimes, but more times than not, it won. It was a control deck, but, you know, it was also kind of a ramp deck. I really like that, because one thing I don't like about control decks is they seem to take forever. This one, while I did have some long games, it wasn't so bad. I wasn't playing for like 20 minutes at a time. So, yeah, it did good. And there's a lot of control in it, a lot of control. Still, eventually you get to your dudes, you start putting them out. The big thing was I felt like we maybe controlled a little too much. You're sitting there with an Ugin who's great at killing things, but it can't put any creatures out. It doesn't do any damage. So you're just waiting to get some sort of Elspeth so you can actually, or make a fish or something so you can go after people. I was doing that a bunch. Elspeth trying to attack. You know, if you get Bahamut out, he's pretty awesome, but, you know, he could be killed. You know, he's not that great of a guy. He doesn't have any sort of protection or ward or anything like that. Still, all awesome, still pretty good, and still wins the vast majority of the time. All right, so yes, this was a competitive deck. Was this deck a fun deck? To me, fun generally means aggro. I still had a good time with it. Probably because there was a lot of good creature control in here, and I felt like that could happen. I like going up against like the more aggressive decks and using my control to like just pin them down. And then eventually I came in and they just started crying and losing their crap over everything that was going on. Yeah, I mean, I had to wait a long time before I could make any moves. Yet still, I think I had a good time while I was getting there. I even faced down a couple of disenchant decks. And it's like, I had a bunch of creature kill in my hand. We'll disenchant it. Whatevs, man. I didn't care. I'll just keep going. Because I didn't need to. I just needed to wait my time till I can build out my resources to get Ugins out there. So yeah, it was fun enough. I had a good time with it. Lastly, was this deck interesting? I think so. I mean, it's an Ugin deck, right? This was all about control. It's about building your ramp, putting out Ugin, and then just laying out little tiny swarms of dudes while you had total control over the board. I mean, I didn't like the fact that I'm putting out lots of little dudes and then potentially I might have to board wipe or temporary lockdown. But if you play them right at the right time, it works out okay. You could always build more. That was what was important. So I'm going to say, yeah, this was an interesting deck. I mean, you look against the meta of what's currently being played in Standard, this is definitely on the weird side. It's something interesting. All right, so let's set this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yeah. Was this deck interesting? Totes. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.